Hey guys, and welcome back to Vlogs and Frogs. My name's Ryan Peterson, and today we're going to talk about the woolly worm. That's this cute critter right here chilling on this plant, and yeah, it's a little cutie. Also Lily's sitting over there, and she's just waiting for the command to go chase the squirrels. And yeah, let's talk about this cutie. Look at him. Ah! Banded woolly bears are the larvae state of the Isabella tiger moth, which looks kind of like this. But enough about that already. We're here to talk about the banded woolly bear. The woolly bear larvae state is just way more well known. These things grow to be about 2 to 3 inches on average. They're made up of about 13 segments connected to make this whole cutie. They're black on the front and back, and they have a rusty colored band in the middle. Rumor has it that the thicker the rusty band, the more mild the coming winter will be. While if the black bands are wider, then the harsher the winter will be. This is a long-told folklore that has been around for decades. Do you believe in the power of the woolly bear? These cuties are found all over the United States, up into southern Canada and down into Mexico. They enjoy dark spots to hide away in, such as rock crevices tucked in the bark of trees and holes in rotting logs. They are often seen out and about on their journey to find a place to freeze over in the winter and hibernate. They don't die from this freezing because their bodies produce a chemical called glycerol. This is basically a natural antifreeze. A species called the Arctic woolly bear can survive temperatures down to negative 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Isn't that crazy? Banded woolly bears are not picky eaters, so they can be found most places where plants grow. They eat various herbs, weeds, and native plants, including asters, dandelions, clovers, lamb quarters, nettles, and violets. They might also be enjoying some snacks in your garden, looking for greens like cabbage or spinach. They may also climb a tree like maple, elm, or birch to eat the leaves. Some people think they'll bite humans, but they cannot. The only way they could do harm to you is if you had an allergic reaction to their hair. While some caterpillars have venomous hairs, the banded woolly bear is as safe as can be. But they might do this weird thing where they walk up and throw up on you. Confused me too, man. But you do you, boo. Now, once the spring thaw begins and the plants return, the woolly bears wake up. They eat for a few days, then they craft a cocoon. In a matter of weeks, they pupate, or transform, and an Isabella tiger moth emerges. It's a yellowish nocturnal moth with small black markings on top of its abdomen, a fuzzy head, and about 2 inches of wingspan. The moth then mates, lays eggs, and dies in a few days. Isn't that crazy? 2 weeks later, the new eggs hatch, and another generation of woolly bears sets off on their journeys. This cycle happens about twice a year, in the fall and in the spring. We notice woolly bears in the fall because they're out looking for a place to hibernate. They're trying to find that nice dark place to be able to crawl up, squeeze in, and freeze over. Kinda like many frog species do. Now let's get back to this little folklore. In a scientific sense, it's inaccurate. According to folklore, the rusty band on a woolly's back is what predicts the severity of the winter. Again, a narrow rusty band means that it's going to be more severe winter. So there's more black on the banded woolly bear than there is rusty. Same in reverse is the wider the rusty band, the more mild the season is going to be. Another version of the tale actually says that the woollier the caterpillar's coat is, the colder the winter will be. Now, these myths date back all the way to like colonial America, but it kind of came into a popular, well-known idea in about the 1950s. That was when people started actually doing studies on these things, and there was a museum curator who measured 15 woolly bears and suggested that their predictions were true. But his study was not very scientific. The caterpillar's coloring is not a predictor of the future weather, but simply it's the result of a combination of things, including age, species, how much food they were able to eat, how strong their habitat is growing, all sorts of factors. If it's a good season and there's tons of resources for these woolly bears to get to and eat and munch on, the caterpillars are going to be bigger and the rusty band will probably be a lot more narrow. So, while this indicates how good the summer was for the woolly bear's belly, it doesn't predict the winter. Isn't that awesome? I hope you enjoyed this absolute cutie. The banded woolly bear is an absolutely marvelously gorgeous little guy. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. So you go find a woolly bear, because at this time of year you've probably seen them all over the place already. Go spread them some love. They got a weird life. So go give them a kiss, give them a hug, lick them, be nice, cuddle them, do whatever. Live, love, laugh, be happy. I'ma see you guys later, because I am gonna go find me some banded woolly bears.